Hello everyone, I'm Nuda the second and today we are here for round number 6 of Ultimate League Season 12 sim. And today we're gonna be racing in Hyderabad, India. It's a brand new track for Formula E and I think they haven't really been raced yet, but eventually it will be racing this Formula E season. And it's also a track made by Journey for this game, and with the next track also being made by Journey, we can pretty much say that it's a little Journey track tour for this start of the second half of the season. But either way, let's then take a look here at the standings, and it's Hernani leading the way by just 1 point from Buddha after he took the fastest lap on the last race, and that's why he's just leading by just 1 point, and then Buddha in second with 2 wins. If these two drivers were tied and Buddha would be the one leading because of the tie break, then it's Antti, after winning in Istanbul, getting his first win of the season. It's gonna be still in third place, just 8 points behind the leader Hernandi. Then Sobol still up there with 90 points, and then Grandi is the one closing the top 5, but I would say starting the top 4. Still possible for them, for all of those 4 drivers to win the title. Maybe with Grandi might already be a bit of a stretch, because then you have to also include Kuban Tumushius, and it's already too many drivers. And it's like 52 points difference, I think, maybe 42 points. It's a lot of points difference. So yeah, not ideal to be that far behind already at this point of the season. But I would certainly say for Sobol at least, even though he's quite far behind, 24 points, it's still possible for him to take the title. Well, there's still 5 rounds to go. So yeah, even after that P16. I would say if Sobol wins this after the first race, I think it's gonna be an amazing recovery. And then we got at the team standing, still LSA leading the way, as he still actually lost some points to NTH and Full Force, who are now tied for second place with 186 points, and then BR in P4 just ahead of FGR, and they actually been able to get points of them on the last few rounds, so that's really nice for the British team. And then Mayhem managed to get away from RMC once again, as RMC really struggled in Istanbul. And then Lynx, after an amazing finish, a P7 finish from Kraft, they managed to pass SCP, so SCP is now last place after that amazing P5 from Rams that has been allowing them to be more competitive this season, but since then they didn't manage to score more than 5 points, so yeah, things not really looking well for the Italian team. But either way, let's then go to qualifying. As you can see right here, what we got, it's the grid setup for this qualifying. It's based on the drivers' qualifying average on the actual league. So yeah, if you wanna have your AI representative to start further ahead, you're gonna have to do well in the actual qualifying. And yeah, also I changed the drivers' ratings quite a lot for this round, as now it's certainly much more based on the drivers' finish average. So this time I actually changed it, didn't lower anyone after that. So now it's looking interesting, and we might see some differences in the drivers' order. And yeah, that's it. Here starting qualifying, and it's now Hernani leading the way with some lag, I don't know why, but let's keep going. So we got then Sobol in second. For some reason I can't really hear the cars in the game. It's kind of weird what's happening, but either way, it's just the first lap, and of course the drivers at the front are not really doing well on the first lap, but on the second they should put themselves up there. And right now we got it's Hernandi. P15 is the one leading in this entire thing, so we might be able to set provisional pole, and it's a lap of 23.95, but it's now Antti. He's gonna manage to counter-attack that, and Mary Freeze is gonna be in third place. Nice qualifying for Mary Freeze. She got the pole position in the actual Istanbul race, and she got the win as well. She really did well. A 14 seconds gap, I think, from second place. That's really amazing. It is something that's not really done that many times. And yes, we got still Dundee not improving. Buddha in P6, and we got Sobol and Corvid in P5. and then Marin still fourth. So yeah, not really that many changes. I think after this second, or I guess third lap, you see here Nandi really struggling. Yeah, they seem to struggle a lot on that corner. I think they might also the drivers in real life might also struggle a little bit here. I think will improve his lap and was just enough to pass Corvid. Now up to P5 he goes. And I think also Grundy P7 now. Yeah, we got just a few improvements. Graf, I think improvement only P14 in qualifying. So yeah, let's see now. They're about to finish lap 5 and I think now it's now it's when it starts to get really hard for the drivers to improve. So I think everything will be now static in the standings. So but we still see some improvements. I think Gletzi was last, now up to P14. I'm pretty sure that it was him. Yeah, 25.13. Well, that's quite a solid lap and his promotions in last place, so that's not looking good for the Swedish driver. But I would say this time all of the big guys are all up there. We got Antti leading the way, Hernandi second, -3 is third, and we got Sob and Buda also up there. So yeah, all the big guys this time not messing around. In qualifying, in the last few qualifyings, we have seen some of these front runners struggling a bit qualifying and then having to try and save themselves and sometimes not really being successful, but this time they are actually being doing well. So yeah, right now we still not seeing drivers pitting. We actually see Andres I think is going to be the first driver to do it, so I guess we can say it's the start of the second round for this qualifying and see who can still improve till the end of this quali. And now I think everyone else should be pitting right now. Anti's gonna stay out. Not sure if that's a good idea. Sobel will do the same, as quite a lot of drivers actually still opting to stay out. Although I would say the laps are quite fast, so they might have maybe one or two laps potentially. I think Buda and they said will have 2 laps. Now they're gonna have this out lap to try and put themselves in a good position to then have a nice second round of fastest laps to try and improve and put themselves on a better position. But let's see now. Yeah, Zurani just getting out of the way, but let's see if Buda and Nandi, let's see if they will slow down each other. It would not be ideal as Antti just leaving the pitch there. As you can see, they are pretty close to each other there, but let's see now. Nandi is the one leading the way. Antti is in second, but he's on his out lap. And I think they might be very close between just 1 or 2 laps. Maybe they're gonna have 2 laps. Yeah, they're gonna have 2 laps then. You see now, Hernandi now he's gonna improve his lap and he's now up into pole position of 23.48. Nice improvement there from the Hungarian. Buda cannot really improve, although he got very close, just 200s behind. That might be the consequence of having to use one of the overtaking lines. So just because of that he couldn't manage to do it. You can see now Hernandi not going to improve, but Antti certainly does, but still not enough, just 200s behind Hernandi for pole position. So I think Grundy is going to improve his lap as well. He puts himself into 3rd place. So everything is starting to shake up. I think Kubo managed to improve also to P7, but he already got passed by someone else. I don't know who that was. Maybe Kado? Yeah, Kado to P5. That's really nice there from the Frenchman. I guess now qualifying is ending. Then he will not improve. Antti doesn't. And Buda does, but I think only for P5. And not much happening right now. I think not many drivers improving. Graf did improve, but I think we can already settle this. Yeah, not expect that many drivers to improve on the last lap. And alright, I'll say solid qualifying. Certainly a solid qualifying section. Not as crazy as the last 2 ones, since I've changed the cars. Sometimes you really just get some very surprising results right in the end. But that wasn't the case today. I think we only got Hernani passing Antti for the pole position. But either way, let's then take a look at starting grid, and it's going to be Hernani is going to start in pole position just ahead of the NTH. Antti and Grundy starting on 2nd and 3rd, and we got Mari Free starting from P4 just ahead of Buda, who's in 2nd in the standings, and then we got Kado trying to have a much better race compared to the last one in Istanbul Park. which was its own track, which is quite interesting. And then we got Suval and Pemushes, two very veteran drivers in the run number 4. Then it's Kubo and Corvid closing the top 10. And then we got Joni, who is the creator of the track, starting from P11 just ahead of Rosim. And then we got Lynx Racing Sandwich here. It's Gruff, Andrews and Iris. And then we got the SCP drivers Gladson and Ramsey, and I still these were struggling in qualifying, which is quite new, quite a new thing here. So often does well in quali, but he's going to start from the last place. And yeah, I'm very curious to see how the racing will go on here with these cars, as I think it might be a little bit more boring potentially, as there's some big straights that will make the drivers separate each other quite a lot, but you will see. I think the middle sector might be an interesting part of this track, and without any further ado, let's then go into the races. All the drivers are ready, and here we go. We are racing in Hyderabad, and it's Nandi already covering off Antti for that first place, and Antti now in second with Grady, and then Mari Freeze, not one really getting any position, but here we go. Now Mari Freeze tries the inside line. He took Grandi there on the hairpin, and now she's gonna go on the early outside. There you go, she's up to third place, as we see now Antti now taking the lead of the race, and now Mary Fish up to second place. Nandi losing some positions already at the start, and it's very dark clouds here, potentially some rain into the future, but I think maybe there is some sunny announcement, as we see now Buddha with the double overtake. There he goes up to third place. These are the two title rivals here. They're just 1 point apart from each other in the standings. Right now I think Buddha will be passing Hanadi for the lead of the race, but we cannot forget about Antti, who's in third place, just 8 points behind as well, so he's really close. If he gets the lead, I think if the race would end right now, I believe that Antti would maybe take the lead of the championship. I'm not really sure, but either way, we got Mani Freeze leading now after she took the win on the actual Turkish Grand Prix, and now she's leading the Indian Grand Prix. And yeah, she got no wins here in this simulation series, but she's still doing well, I would say, because although she got, I think she finished outside of the top 10 on the actual sim race here. But either way, we got now Grandi on the inside, tried to pass Bubba there, but didn't work well. But now yeah, he's gonna have to stay behind during this very twisty section. And right now we got this Kado now in P4, as we got also Hanani trying to get close, but now there he goes Grady with much more speed. There he goes now on the second straight. There he goes too deep there to the hairpin, but still he managed to keep it keep the position, so he's up to P4. But then we got Kado and Corvid still battling each other. Corvid's going to mess up really big there, because Hanandi trying to fight for that P6. He really needs it, as he goes maybe for the inside line. Can he take it there? There he goes now. Hanandi up to P5. And right ahead we got Grandi as well. And then we got it's Buddha right here in second place. With Mani Freeze just ahead, Buddha really wants to take back both the lead of the race and also the lead of the driver standings, as we got, oh my god, some collisions there with Corvid and Kubo, two ex-CL rivals. Because of course Corvid has dominated the last season, but this series certainly Kubo's season in CL is even dominating even more than what Corvid did. It's just, he took 8 wins out of 10 races. It's really been like more dominant than that you can simply get, unless you just straight up win every single race. But yes, we got right now Mani Freeze still leading the way. We got Bud in second. Now there he goes Grandi on his sideline. Can he take it there? Now Bud is gonna take the switch back. I guess he's learning something from Antti from the last race, as he did the exact same thing. He's applying against his Antti's teammates, so it's really nice there. You see right now, oh my god, Bud is going against the wall. I think some drivers are certainly starting to struggle here, so they might think about beating. And there he goes, both Antti and Grandi, both the NTH is going to the pits. So there goes Antti going for the hards, Grandi goes for softs, as now they're gonna get passed by I Stole These Words, as now there he goes on the sideline, much better momentum there. Can he keep the grip though to keep the position? And no, he can't. Grandi just much better exit there with much more traction on those tires, those very fresh soft tires. And now there he goes, there she goes actually, Mani Freeze now pitting for the mediums. and she's gonna leave the pitch now in P7. So the rank would really make something here if it would appear right now, and it's Kubo leading the way. Actually not it's Buddha, but it's 1-2 for full force, at least temporarily. You got 10 now. Hernandi, there he goes, holding side. Kubo really messed up that corner, so the Hungarian will take full advantage of that. And they are certainly extending those tires. They are on the mediums, certainly extending them. Going for 11 laps seems to be quite long, as we got Sobol on the hards. Obviously, for him it makes sense to stay out this long. And then you got Grandi on fresh tires, trying to pass these drivers. Looks like the tires or the undercuts are certainly powerful here. That's interesting. Because now Marie-Fille, she was leading, but now she's not, and she still got some gaps to reduce to get back into that lead. As you can see now, and then he got a really nice punt there from Corvid, who just couldn't avoid him there, so he's gonna keep P6 and might be very crucial. Remember that with these cars it's harder to overtake. You really need to time those overtaking attempts pretty well. But on this track, if they got more AI speed, they simply can easily do it, as you can see right here. Both NTHs have no problems whatsoever to pass Sobel there. So it now looks like he's going long as well on those hards, trying to save some pit stops right here. But yeah, right now the fight for the lead does seem to be between the NTHs and then minor freeze, at least for the net lead. And now Buda finally goes into the pits. 13 laps he did on those mediums, and right now he's gonna be leaving and he's gonna be in P4. But much better tires compared to Marion and Antti and Grandi, so he's not looking bad at all, I would say. And we cannot forget that also the strategy and the tires would really make the difference with these cars, with these maximum speed cars, as we see right now. Iron Freeze maybe going for the move on Grandi. Can she do it there now inside, and there she goes up to second place. Goes Iron Freeze there, and now she's on an NTH sandwich. Then we got Buda in P4 trying to get closer, so yeah, this paddle might benefit the Estonian driver. As you can see right now, Barry Freeze, she's really trying to pass there, but now she's gonna mess up the exit. This could allow Grandi to take second, but Grandi can just not make the move. So Marion keeps second, but now she still got more speed than the slipstream now. Maybe on the outside, can she do it there? On the airpin, no she can't. But now maybe on the exit, now she's gonna get on the inside line into the 90-degree corners. You can see now they are driving on the twisty section. As Buda is just getting closer now. Buda is only getting closer and closer, and there he goes. Now on the outside of Grandi. And now he's up to third place already. Nicely done there from Buda. You see then it's Hernandi trying to get closer to these top 4 drivers. As you can see, the battling really keeping things quite interesting right here. You can see right now Buda tried to pass Grandi again, as Grandi passed him on the second straight. It's just more speed there. As you can see now Buda, oh my god, really goes wide there. As we see, Hernandi desperately just trying to get back, as now Grandi goes for a second pit stop already, and Buda is not really doing bad now. That's where you can see, because it looks like Grandi is doing an extra pit stop and he's gonna go for the soft tires again. As you can see right now, he's down to P9, lost 4 positions with that. It's quite a massive battle going on here, not gonna lie. You've got Kubo, Corvid, Kado and Sobol. Sobol, who really not doing well if he wants to still get the title. He really needs to get the points. He's 24 points behind. I think it's 34 points behind the leader, who is his own teammate, Hernandi. You see right here now, Grandi trying to have a look on the inside. He's gonna pass Gallo. Now can he pass Sobol there on the exit? You can see he's very close, but I think Sobol is just gonna keep it. Sobol just keeps P7 right now. As you can see, Grandi goes on the inside, doesn't work well. Now there he goes, he passes Corvid there, but now there's a quite compromised exit on that corner. He's certainly went through much traffic here, but now we got also a freeway battle here. It's Marion Freeze still leading the way. You got also now Buda. There he goes, can Buda finally take the lead? They go side by side. It's Buda versus Marion, but now Marion is gonna still keep the lead of the race. It's very crucial there. It's really easy. She has worse tires than Buda. And now there he goes, Antti is gonna counter attack there on the inside line. Can he take the lead there? No, he can't. Buda is gonna keep it on the outside, and he has also more traction on those tires. That's a very crucial fact. As we see right here, Buda I'll try to come back, but it's a really tough section there and really tough on the tires as well. Let's see now, Mary Freeze still decides to stay out. She does not want to get too many pit stops compared to Buddha. Buddha still has good enough tires to stay out at least. Yeah, I think Mary and Andy should be pitting very soon. You can see right now Mary is really trying to slow down Buddha, but I think Buddha might be able to run away now. This could be a very decisive moment for the race. As I already have done 22 laps, it's certainly a very fast race, and now there you go. Mary Freeze for a second pit stop into the pits and wait for the medium zones again. And now she's gonna get undercutted by Grandy. Also, Nani looks like is pitted already. So the strategy is certainly big on this track, that's for sure. As you can see, but now Mary Freeze in P6. Behind Nani was in P5, desperately trying to get back to that top 4 battle, and now he's close to Grandy, as Grandy has even older tires, so I guess Nani really got a good second stint. As right now we see Buddha just leaving the pits, and he actually managed to block Mary Freeze on the pit exit, so he managed to keep the position that way, very crucial for him, otherwise Mary would get some gap on him. But now you can see Buddha now on the softs trying to run away, so this could actually balance things out a little bit. So maybe he's not really going for the one last pit stop, but now he has better tires, so he should be able to run away right now. It's the fight for the lead right now. There you go, it's the top 2 on the standings here. It's now Nandi versus Buddha. As you can see now, Buddha now takes things sideline. Can he finally make the move there? As you can see, and he still managed to keep it well, that twisty section there. So there goes Buddha up into the lead of the race. But now can Nandi have an answer against these Tony drivers? Because he's going to get a little bit slowed down by Craft, but now there he goes. The Nadi goes for the sideline. Can he keep the move there? He can't. Buddha goes for the switch back. I know Nadi might have a look on his side, but he can't really make the move there. Right now we got Mary Freeze just getting close right now. There she goes now up to second place. Oh my god, it's a very weird turn there, but there she goes up to second place, and now Nadi is gonna fall a little bit behind. As you can see, it's full rain announced. Full rain is gonna get announced, and this is amazing for Sobel, who is the only driver who has done 1 pit stop, and now he's gonna make a second one, but he's gonna save 1 pit stop, and this is amazing for him. So good timing there for Sobel, otherwise it would be quite in danger on this race in general. But yeah, now we got Buddha, the lead of the race, pitting. And now everyone will be on equal terms, as everyone is pitting for the wets. They're gonna have very similar tires, but looks like the rain will not last for that long, but doesn't really matter. Everyone already committed to the wets, so everyone will be driving wets for a few laps, unless it keeps on raining still after. But right now looks like the rain might be ending soon, and soon enough they will be pitting for the for dry tires again. But right now we got Mary Freeze trying to get closer to Buddha for the lead of the race, but looks like we're gonna have more sun, so this was a very short pass from the wets. As you can see right now, Mary Freeze now she's gonna take the lead of the race. There she goes now into the lead. This Buddha is still right behind. Then got Nadi in third, but they've got Buddha trying to come back there. As we got also Nadi now, Grandy trying to touch Nadi's back there. It's the battle for third place. Grandy really doing well this race suddenly. And then we got Andy falling behind now in P6. Really not looking well after the rain. And we got this Mary Freeze still leading the way now. Buddha is second, and it's Grandy up to third. I think it's gonna be now they're gonna be pitting for new dry tires with 17 laps to go. So let's see what strategy they're gonna go for these last 17 laps. And Mary Freeze, he's gonna go for the softs. Buddha goes for mediums, and Grandy and Nani for soft tires. So this is where things get interesting, but as you can see there's more rain still. Oh, there's still gonna be more rain, and Cadel did not pit, he's still on the wets. And that's going to be very crucial for him, as you can see, because everyone else ahead of him is going to have to pit, although he's quite far behind. But let's see if he can get closer now as soon as it starts raining. Maybe the others are still far away, just enough to keep ahead of Kado. But yeah, this could really shake up things a little bit. As you can see now, Buddha very close to Actually, it's almost very close to Buller right now. Buller really losing a lot out of nowhere. He's just P4. And oh my god, he's just a little bit of a shake-up right now. He's running up to second and he's heading further. I don't really know what happened there, but maybe some incident happened between these drivers because Buller really lost a lot and suddenly he's finding his way by battling Sauber right now for P4. And so this might allow Hannity to keep the lead of the championship and increase that gap once again. As he's racing in third place and you got Manfred leading the way. With them running in second place, he's in P5 in the standings. This should still be also a good race for the LSA because they are certainly gaining points to full force. Although I think with Grant in second, if he gets the lead of the race, then NTH might be able to claim second place from full force, as they are currently tied. I think 186 points, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, we got Jumari is leading the way. She got also the fastest lap, 23.80. And currently on the rain, no one is going to be able to beat that. So she should be able to keep that lap for a little bit longer. As right now you can see, and then he tries on the sideline to take second place. It's a really good opportunity for Nani to extend the lead of the championship because yeah, Buddha is in P4. He can't really do much about it. He's quite far behind right now. And the end of the race is just getting closer and closer. So let's see now, Hannity. Maybe look on the inside line. Can he take on the gap? But he can't really. So Grandy is still keeping the second place. Now he's gonna have a much better exit there. So Grandy is keeping the second place as Nutty trying to get it. But now there he goes. Nutty might have a go now on the exit. And there he goes, Nutty up to second place. Nutty up to second. We see Grandy trying to potentially fight back. But I think Nutty might finally seal it. So there he goes, Nutty just joining the main line. Joining the ideal line. It's the green line of course. So yeah, so now he's certainly gonna have his eyes set on Manfred, who is leading the race. And now the rain has already stopped, and the driver is just waiting for the track to dry out. As I believe they're gonna change for soft tires. I'm pretty sure, because they should still make 2 more laps with these wets until they decide to finally pit. As you can see already some drivers pitted. Oh, that's Callow. Well, yeah, Callow was one of the drivers who sort of benefited from the second rain, as he was still on the wets, but because of him having all the wets, he still have to go into the pits. And right now I would say RMC really recovering well from that last races. Now they got both drivers in the top 10, so that is pretty nice. As then we got Manfred still leading, but Hernandi is really close right now. As you can see, Hernandi very close to take the lead. He's right behind of Manfred. But now as you can see, Manfred goes to the pits, but Hernandi is gonna stay out. Grandy will do the same. This is a little bit confusing. I think this might allow for Manfred to extend the gap. Because look at this, the race is really about to end, and then Grandy will be struggling right now in this twisty section, and I think Grandy will be the one to suffer the most because he's a little bit further behind Hernandi. But there he goes, Hernandi to the pits. Can Manfred jump him? That's the big question. That is the very crucial question. As you can see, there is Manfred, and here is Hernandi, who's gonna take the lead now. Can Manfred do it? And there she goes now. Manfred is gonna take the lead very crucially, because now her tires are just 1 lap older. The Grandy is gonna keep 3rd place. But Bull and Solo are certainly very close as well, so now we got a very interesting race here in the top 5. So here we go, as you can see, oh my god, what happened there? Hernandi is gonna lose some time there to Promotions. As right now, Grandy with much more momentum might be able to take 2nd place. There goes Grandy, dives on his sideline, but Hernandi takes the switch back, as a lot of drivers have done that today. And there goes Hernandi, still keeping 2nd, but this is allowed Manfred to run away right now with this win. As you can see right now, we see also Buddha in P4. But here right now is Manfred leading the way. She hasn't won since Russia. season 5, so that's been more than a year, I think, almost 2 years since her last win. And it's been really quite a long time ago. Can she do it here today? Can she come back to the wins after being close in Suzuka, in Pace Suzuka track, where Nuno managed to make an amazing recovery to take the lead right on the end on the last lap. But I think today no one might be able to take it. Maybe there might be someone. You can see now Nadia has managed to recover all of that gap already. And it's just with one lap better tires, but Buda's also getting close here, so seems to be open to everyone, whoever can get the best place now, with 3 laps to go to the end of the race. It is certainly getting close, as we see now some clouds getting announced. Will we get some rain here? We might have a sliding ending to this race, but right now it's Marifree still leading, Nadi second and Buda third. It's the tight arrivals right here. Can Buda now take second place? He's very close already on Nadi's rear wing. Now can he do it? No, on the one he can't, but now on the second straight, there he goes, Buda, taking second place. And this means he's going to be leading the championship at the end of this race if he just keep in there. My face is right ahead, but she has quite a lot of lap traffic right here. Look at this, it's quite a lot of drivers. This might be a very chaotic ending to the race. But can Mari Freeze hold on? It's just the final lap right now. It's the final lap of the race. Who's gonna take the win here in Hyderabad in India? Who's gonna win the Indian Grand Prix? Can see a lot of chaos right here. Bullets desperate trying to pass the drivers. But he's past all of them right now. It's gonna be the end of the race. Meyer Freeze is right here, but can Bullet close in? I don't think he can, so there he goes. Meyer Freeze is gonna take the win on the Indian Grand Prix, and Bullet is gonna take second place. And Gwen is gonna complete the podium only before this race. Oh my god, what a race we got here in the end. Not exactly a big fight, but the drivers were still running very close to each other, but Meyer Freeze managed to hold on after a long time. She's gonna come back to the wins. And I think it's gonna be her third win of her career, so congratulations for the Spaniard. That was certainly an amazing race. Considering the track, I'll say could not ask for more. So yeah, let's then take a look into the results. It's Marin Fish who's gonna win this Indian Grand Prix, and Muller will finish in second place, and it's Grandi just ahead of the LSA's Hanadi Solid and Anti in P6, just ahead of Kubo. And then both RMCs managed to finish in the top 10. It's Johnny P8 and Kado P9, and it's Corvi completing the top 10. As then you got Kuletsi on SCP, is managing to finish in P11. That sees PB finish there, just ahead of the Lynx racing drivers. Craft Andrews and his Ram with the solid P14, just ahead of I Stole These Words, and we got Andrews, and then big disappointments right here is Promotions and Rosim P17 to P18. Oh my god, that's quite big surprise. I really have no idea where most of the drivers were, as we were just following most front runners this time, but at the front. Because you right here, the top 6 very close, and from P7 14 seconds behind the rest of the top 6, so that's really some huge gaps here. Although still they kept it really close, not gonna hide. They just 1 minute and 5 seconds from first to last place, so that's certainly a very close track here. And yeah, of course, Mike Freeze takes the fastest lap. And alright, this was round number 6 of this championship. I think Wood is certainly going to take the lead of the championship, and Gennady is going to be now in second, and I think Antti should keep third place. And yeah, that's it. Next round is going to be in Yokohama, which used to host the Pacific Grand Prix in Formula 1. So yeah, see you there. See you till next time.